Okay, we are live. So, if some of you recall, I was going to do this yesterday, but the overlay was crashing. Thankfully, Scott fixed it. He gave a really band-aid type of fix. Basically, he didn't fix the errors, but what he did was he added some sort of check to where at least the overlay won't crash. So, like, within Pokebyte, there's still going to be error messages, but the mapper should not unload. So I should be able to reset and nothing changes. So yeah, hopefully this will go good. Let's create an over-under and get started. We essentially already planned things out. I don't remember if we planned anything specific for any of the other gyms. The only thing I have in my notes is essentially just what my plan is for the league. 315 to 320. I'm surprised you remembered that. Thank you. Yeah, I had to do a bunch of errands today, which is why I started the stream late. But as soon as I came home, I had to do a voiceover, and I had to finish the voiceover first. Man, I hate the Windows 11, like, newsfeed thing where, like, you hover over a spot on the taskbar and a bunch of articles show up. You have to, like, click on it twice to make it go away. It's annoying. Hidden Power Ground Byron. That was the major thing. The Fisher after Wake. Okay. Alright. I remember those now. Alright, so thankfully I did not put Bidoof's placement on the leaderboard, so I won't accidentally spoil it. But anyway. The Silent Sandbender. Hey, Dominic. You know, Dominic, I swear, I'm just gonna keep you modded, just so whenever you change your name, I know who you are. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. At least we can just get started. Yeah, I'm not gonna demonstrate it now, but now whenever I reset, the mapper should not unload. Alright, so yeah, the plan here is just to spam quick attack. You have to say yes to continue is one of my least favorite RPG tropes. Actually, you know what my least favorite is, Snowy? The ones where you're required to say no. That's even worse. Like the biggest example, in X and Y, when you fight a Team Flare Grunt for the first time, you have to tell him no, otherwise he just kicks you away. It's so awful. Hey, Masters. Hey, everybody, make sure you tell Snowy thank you for the awesome emulator I'm using. I mean, it's not just for me, but it's Super Shucky's available to anybody in Scott's solo running Discord. I don't know what you did, Snowy, but having a DS emulator on 4x speed run at a very consistent speed up is incredible. I don't know what you did, but it works. Why is my Starly male? Let me just make sure I set everything properly. Yeah, that's incorrect. Hold on. Sometimes PK Hex has a weird little bug with it, where sometimes it won't save my stat changes until I, like, re-roll the PID. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna hope this works now. I'll need to reload the mapper, I'm sure. Alright, I'm just gonna make sure the stats are set correctly. Let's see, Keen Eye, Adamant. Maybe these are correct. Okay. Alright, take 2. Starly's hidden ability is Keen Eye. Very funny. That's supposed to be a joke that it has no hidden ability, right? No problem. Which is especially impressive because the DS alongside the N64 is incredibly hard to emulate. Yeah, I think that's the biggest theory to why Donkey Kong 64 is not on NSO. Because even just regular emulating it on PC is incredibly difficult. Apparently you couldn't emulate it properly for the longest time. I know Blast Score, which is another rare game, is also very hard to emulate. I'm surprised it even got added to NSO at all. Because whenever you would play it through like PJ64, on some emulators, the machines you control could do a moonwalk and you move backwards. That's how hard it was to emulate. It doesn't have one? Yeah, I'm guessing that's the joke. I'm ready for the best Pokemon better than Arceus Bidoof. We shall make the perfect sandwich and create the perfect Bidoof. I know that's not how it works, but I like that dorkly bit. Thank you for testing it. No problem, Snowy. I'm impressed you added DS support before GBA support. I remember you were always saying you were discontinuing Super Shucky and working on some big project. Was this your big project? Just a new Super Shucky? Dude, I wish I could have played Bidoof with Moody. That would have been awesome. Like, imagine just Protect stalling for the right stats. That was it, pretty much? Oh, okay. You know, when I was troubleshooting, when I was telling Scott about some problems I was having, why is the Starly male? I have the Starly set to be female. DS and greater in demand. I mean, BizHawk did run GBA pretty good. So if I wanted to, I could stick with BizHawk for Gen 3, but since you made Super Shucky cover a huge variety of things, I only really use BizHawk for the 3DS era. At least until Scott yells at you to add that. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm using a track strats anyway. I don't know why. PK Hex is annoying sometimes. Maybe I don't have the most up-to-date version. I should probably check that. Oh yeah, speaking of the 3DS, next week we're going to do Pokemon X. I thought you needed a track for Crash Awake. Technically, we never planned for it. I don't think it'll be necessary, though. Well, that would make things a lot easier. You know what? I should go fix that. Sorry. Dude, why does PK Hex not like working? Okay, let's try that. Alright, I'm just gonna look in... Oh, I can't look in my party. I'm not sure I'm gonna do 3DS anytime soon. At least until Scott yells at you to do it. I heard he can be a real demanding person. Is that true? He'll be like, hey, can you add this? Can you add this? Oh, what about this? When can you add this? I know Steve is like that to our overlay editor a lot. Which is pretty funny. He's never mean about it. But he just asks for a lot. Alright, let's see if this Starly is female. Okay, now it's working. Oh, I never reloaded that. There we go. Okay, take 3. Most things I add are things I use. Yeah, I've never really personally used the replay feature. I know it's a really cool feature to be able to, like, share your playthroughs with other people. I've just never done it. I know how to do it. I just never really done it since the Mew race. We did do it for a time during our backport runs, because we did have some old plans with Scott about doing some sort of collab channel with the backports, but those plans were scrapped because Scott was too busy. But, like, me and Steve just never had a reason to do it. But it's a good way of saving your run footage without using giant MP4 files. For my use case, I use it to run retrospectives as well as re-record runs into videos. One of the things I've also really liked about replays is you can actually just have a replay go halfway through the recording, pause the replay, and continue playing from there. Like, if you wanted to go back to an earlier spot to test something, you could. It's just my biggest problem is actually remembering to record each run. Half of my Gen 1 playthroughs I forget to use the XP router. Oh, you know what's interesting? I saw Madrybread posted a, I think it was a VOD of a Twitch stream where he streamed part of a platinum challenge run. I think it was platinum with future fairy types. He streamed part of it to his Twitch and uploaded the VOD. I looked through the timeline bar. Legitimately, a third of the entire video was just him staying on Cycling Road just chit-chatting. He hardly did anything during that time. I never forget because my overlays timer uses the timer from the emulator. So you have to be recording a replay file, otherwise your overlay doesn't work. Bidoof gives HP, not attack. I know, I'm not too picky with attack. I mean, we're probably gonna need... Actually, do we need maxed out attack? I don't think so. I remember we need at least 200, but I don't think maxing out's necessary. I mean, we're not too strict on it. It works, you just don't get a reset counter or a timer. That's kind of what I asked. I asked, does your timer not work? And then you said, it works, you just don't get a reset counter or a timer. Unless I asked a different question, but I'm pretty sure that's what I asked. Alright guys, coming up, we get to fight youngster Tristan. I thought you asked if you overlay worked. Oh, I was asking specifically. I'm pretty sure I was asking specifically about the timer. Like, does the timer work if you're not recording a replay file? Hope you don't get confused by which Pokemon has Fly. The Pokemon that has Fly is the one that isn't my main Starly. You know, this one has a very unique nickname. Tristan? Yeah, the first, the youngster with the Starly, his name is Youngster Tristan. He is a very difficult trainer in casual playthroughs because having the first trainer use a level 5 Starly with Quick Attack is pretty scary unless you chose the Turtwig line. Turtwig is very good against that guy because Turtwig has Withdraw, but using Chimchar on that guy is brutal. Yeah, I do plan to teach Fly to this Starly as well. I'm going to end up teaching it to both Starly, and just in case I ever have to unlearn it, I'll teach it to both. But anyway, I'm going to give a refresher on my ability, nature, and hidden power typing for those who are just joining. Our ability is going to be Keen Eye, so Sand Attack doesn't work. Our hidden power typing is Ground for the Steel Gym. And our nature is Adamant for extra attack, less special attack. You could think of Jolly, but our speed's too low to where I don't think it'll be necessary. I never found it difficult because I was able to get Ember at that point. Doesn't that involve you fighting, like, so many Pokemon? What's Starly's other ability? Keen Eye. And its hidden ability is also Keen Eye. The thing only gets Keen Eye. It doesn't get anything else. I mean, on the bright side, it'll help with Jupiter. Oh yeah, we will get vitamins. We'll get protein as soon as we get to Veilstone. I would rather get my attack EVs to 100 before I commit to EV training, because that saves a lot of time. I'm not going to hold this right now, but for later. Probably not. If I recall correctly, we do need some decent amount of speed EVs, like 150. I'll buy some Carbos if I have enough money for it. Ember's level 7. Oh, I thought it was level 9. I guess for Piplup, it's the hardest. Alright, here's a little trick for this guy. Be very careful with Bide, because Bide has a priority status. I'm going to move Wing Attack to slot 1. Oh, check this out. Mystery Zone. You plan on fighting every trainer? Not every trainer in the game, but for the early sections, yes. At least the ones that give good experience. Like, I'm not going to fight a Bug Catcher with 2 Wurmples. Also, Starly having Wing Attack at level 9 is insane. Like, if I recall correctly, Pidgey at level 9 gets Gust. And Gust nowadays is a special move. Starly is a really good Route 1 bird for getting Wing Attack that early. Get rid of Tackle. Tackle's just useless. I remember when we did Mega Staraptor and Crystal, that thing starting with Wing Attack was downright broken. Hey Snowy, do you know if any Pokemon at level 5 start with Wing Attack? Like, if you were to do like a solo run challenge with it? Because it's just insanely good. I mean, even Peck in the early game is pretty good. Bide users are scary in this game. They sure are. And in Generation 5, the main Bide user you have to worry about is Timber. Aerodactyl. Ooh, nice. Did you guys know that rock has text? I just figured someone might want to know. You know, just in case you want to speak to a rock. Too bad Gen 1 wing. Oh god, don't even get me started with Gen 1 wing attack. Ew. Pelipper. Well, Pelipper's not a Gen 2 mon, but still, I get what you're saying. It starts with wing attack. Honchkrow gets wing attack? Huh, I did not know it got wing attack. Oh wait. Yeah, it does. Murkrow does. Right. I've actually surprisingly never done a Staraptor run in this game. The only game I've ran Staraptor in... Pokemon Pearl. I've done Pearl with Staraptor. At least that was some good XP. Alright, so our plan for Rourke is just set up some double teams. Probably one Growl on the Geodude. Set up some double teams and just hope for the best. I don't think it's worth going for blackouts either, so I'm not even going to bother depositing. Oh, you guys see here it says saving. I remember Scott was asking the question, like, what makes the game decide to save a lot of data? And apparently, depositing or withdrawing from the PC, or just moving stuff around, requires you to save a lot of data because it's saving the PC boxes. So if you can actually avoid using PC boxes, you can avoid the now saving a lot of data text. But if I recall correctly, it will always say a lot of data the very first time you start a save file. So there's always that. Alright, I'm going to heal up one more time and then we'll fight Rourke. Also, right now at this point, Return is actually better than Quick Attack. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I want to teach it. The first save, most PC interactions, and entering the Hall of Fame. Okay, so just only deposit your HM users if truly necessary. Alright, one Growl. Wow. Wow. That one Growl essentially meant nothing. Wow, dude. I don't like getting Shell Loss for Surf and Waterfall. I generally just prefer getting Psyduck. Okay, I think 4 double teams will do. Oh. Field on Sheldon? I don't think so. Okay, this is way too inconsistent at this point. Let's go train. Well, obviously... Alright, Bidoof cannot learn Rock Climb or Strength. My HM users are going to be a Fly user, either Starly or Zubat, Bidoof for Cut and Rock Smash, Psyduck for everything else, and Geodude specifically for Rock Climb, because it cannot learn that move. I actually think Endeavor might be our strat. We might want 18 so we can survive 2 rock throws. You know what? I think that's a good idea. Here's the plan. I think we're going to have to set up some double teams, have it use Rock Throw on us, get to very low health, and do the fear strats. I meant Bibarel. Oh, I don't like getting Bibarel. Bibarel has a not-so-easy catch rate. It's a rare encounter. It's 20% in the route to the west of Hardhome, 10% in Diamond and Pearl, which is what made me switch to Psyduck and Geodude. Plus, Psyduck allows you to enter Amity Square, so if you ever need the Amulet Coin or the Attract TM, you have to get Psyduck. Technically, it is the most time-efficient to just get a Bibarel, but Psyduck has a better catch rate because in one of the buildings in Orberg, you can actually get yourself a Dusk Ball, and Dusk Ball is a guaranteed catch on the Psyduck. So you effectively get a guaranteed catch. Endeavor brings the opponent to the same HP as yours. So if I'm at 3 HP, Endeavor puts the opponent at 3 HP. Yeah, it should have been a Psychic type. Okay, so let's try this strat. We'll use our double teams until we get to low health. Okay. Dude. Oh, nice. No, I don't think level 20 is necessary. Dude. I need to get lucky. This is essentially what the fight comes to, but I will say, Endeavor's a pretty cool strat here. Oh my dude. How does Rock Throw hit through 6 double teams? Just don't get hit. What do you think I've been trying to do? Conveniently enough, though, the Cranidos has lower defense. The Cranidos should be better. Starly is kind of boring. You mean like as a Pokemon? Or are you saying this playthrough is going to be boring? I mean, there are parts of it that's going to be boring, yes. But later on, things will get interesting. You're not trying hard enough. Alright, I'll try harder. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, Roost is going to be a great move to have too. Yeah, we actually want to get hit with 2 rock throws. Looking at the 3DS stuff and Talonflame starting with Brave Bird and Flare Blitz. You want to know something even better? Aegis Slash starts with Swords Dance. What's another one? Oh, hold on. You gotta do a Dragonite one. I've done Dragonite before. What? Actually, I think I played Dragonite in Diamond and Pearl. I believe I did, yes. It might be in my Diamond and Pearl playlist. I think I did it as a live stream. Or it might have been Salamence. One of the two. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Quick Attack for return. Where's Rock Smash? Here it is. Oh, I forgot to catch Bidoof. I know I have a Turtwig in there, but I'm not allowed to use it. It's just there. I gotta get a Bidoof. I don't think you did. You sure? I used to do Showdown stuff, but not anymore. I haven't done Showdown in a long time. Come on, Bidoof, where are you? Okay, how have I found 2 Abras before a Bidoof? I don't even think there are Bidoof on this route. I was going to use a rappel to get to the basement because Psyduck do not appear on they do not appear on the first floor. Oh wait, no, yeah they do. Okay, I can explain. I thought Psyduck can only appear in the basement floor, so I was going to use a rappel to get to the basement floor. But no, in Diamond and Pearl, they appear on the bottom floor. In Platinum, they do appear on the top floor. So never mind, I was just being dumb. This is some of the minor stuff between Diamond and Pearl and Platinum that I still cannot seem to memorize. Come on, Bidoof. Thank you. Psyduck appearing where Rock Tomb is? Really? I don't know if they're the same percentage chance, though. What? I'm pretty sure it's still 30%, right? Yeah, I will need to catch a Geodude, so I better keep an eye out for one. Hey, look, a Geodude. Wow, that did too much. If only Sturdy worked. No Axew tonight? I haven't seen Axew for quite a bit. He just shows up whenever he wants. That's fine. Dude, come on. I want you, dude. Please. There we go. Yeah, I like Mystery Dungeon music. I have all of the games' music in my giant playlist, as well as the Pokemon music from most of the games. I haven't added the Switch musics yet, with the exception of Legends Arceus and Legends ZA. I could add Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet's music if I want to, though. I try to show up unless your streams are at 9 and 10 p.m. Oh, like Eastern time? I mean, right now it should be 8 p.m. Eastern. But do you want to? I could. I always could. I actually pay like $7.99 a month to a website called Kingdom Hearts Insider. They have a giant video game music library that you can just download MP3 or FLAC files from. And if you get a paid membership with them, they allow you to download an entire game soundtrack all at once instead of one at a time. I've used it. I've paid for it specifically to download tracks for my videos. I worry about canceling it because I worry if I try to renew it later, it might be a higher price. But I think keeping it keeps me price locked. Yeah, I know it's better to get them before Rourke. I get the Psyduck after Rourke though, because that's when I get the Dusk Ball. But it would make sense to just get the Dusk Ball then go back in. Also, is it just me? But I really hate how Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl changed it to these berry plants that are just spawned in the overworld, only give you one berry. I liked it when Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald gave you like 2 or 3 berries each, and then in Oras they upped it to 4. Like, I wonder if it was because they wanted to encourage players to just farm berries. You Star Raptor next in Platinum? I mean, the video for Friday is going to be Bidoof. I was going to do a random Platinum stream today, but since the Starly stream yesterday failed, I'm doing Starly today. Bidoof is not a god Pokemon. It is a god. What are you talking about? It's the perfect Bidoof. Oh, wait a minute. Just in case. Alright, I'm actually going to try something. I want to see if it's worth using Endeavor on the Perugly. So I'm not even going to heal. But I will get a Pecha Berry. Magikarp's better than Bidoof? No, it isn't. What move is this? Whirlwind. No. Okay, at least Endeavor should be good here. Okay. Endeavor has been pretty useful. I don't remember Scott's Staraptor playthrough in Platinum, the Starly line. I don't know if he did, but I wonder if he used Endeavor. Well, maybe he did. He bans Double Team even if it's by level up, so I'm sure Rourke would have been even harder for him. Nice. We beat the Elite Four with Ditto. Fire and Leaf Green, yes. Well, then again, I know a PokeTuber named Tion actually did beat the Fire Red Leaf Green Elite Four with Ditto. Not the champion, but he did beat Lance. It's only useful because Starly has next to no HP. True, so it is easier to get it to low HP. I mean, it was handy for the rock types. Really? Did I save? Yes, I did. Also, if I recall correctly, in Generation 4... Hold on, did Generation 4 make Bide skip accuracy checks again? I know in Generation 2 they got rid of that, but then they gave it back. Why'd you name it Torture, not Weedle? Oh my god, dude. Because it is Torture. I remember with... was it? No, it wasn't Bidoof. Bidoof I did also name Torture. That's just my nickname for very bad Pokemon. It's back to bypassing in Gen 4. Oh, okay. Okay, that was cutting it close. You know, I actually wonder if it's faster to fight these guys separately or at the same time. I mean, if you have a spread move, it'd probably be faster. But I don't know. It might be faster to fight them at the same time. At least these guys give very good yields. Alright, so right now, Return has 63 effective power. So it is actually better than Wing Attack now. So I think I should have Return in slot 1. I'll do it after the gym. Alright, so since there's a Turtwig in my party, I actually don't have room to accept the egg later. Actually, wait. Yeah, I won't have room for the egg. I better just get rid of that. It's a little annoying since I put the Pokemon directly in the party. So I could have the run start from New Game. But I'm bound to use the PC at some point in the runs anyway. It's not a big deal. Most regions give you a lot of speed EVs early on. The main exception is Unova. Kalos does give you plenty of attack EVs, not to the extent of Unova, though. Yeah, the whole saving a lot of data thing is going to happen at some point. Is Bonsly the worst one you've ever played out of every Pokemon you played ever? Not even close. I played Ditto. Aerial Ace. This is straight up worse. I mean, it could help with double team strats. I don't think Endeavor is going to be that good anymore. Get rid of it. Ditto's worse than Abra. Okay, that's in yellow version only. Because Red Riosity really optimized the crap out of Ditto. I guess ideally if you deposit HM users, you'd save after withdrawing them. So you don't get hit with the saving a lot of data thing. Wait, what? If you deposit, you'd save after withdrawing. You don't get hit with it twice. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. Oh, look, saving a lot of data. Alright, I think on 4 times speed, that's like, what, 6-second time loss? Whatever. I'm bound to get a reset on somebody anyway. Like, me getting a reset or a wild encounter will cancel that time gain. Or time loss. Wow, that was easy. Alright, so I need to make sure as soon as I get cut, I go, I do have cut now, right? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go get it before I forget. What is that Geodude holding? Is that an Everstone? Oh my god, an Everstone. That is lucky. What's the chance of a Geodude holding an Everstone? Whoop. I meant deposit and avoid saving until you re-withdraw. Oh, okay, I get it. Also, Starly could learn Thief, but I'm not even going to bother with that. I like how Looker just undresses himself right in front of the grunts. This guy is so stupid. It's a 5% odds. Wow, that was lucky. This is actually going to save some time during training, because this thing does not really need the Quick Claw. I'm sure this is the kind of stuff that Scott would ban, because this is RNG that the Pokemon has no control over affecting things. But I think things like this is fun. Like, it's just how the game works, you know? Dude. Just never miss, why don't ya? Dude, does that skunk tank have a nipotent or something? Stop hitting me. Maybe this is the one fight I should have held on to Endeavor. It definitely would make the skunk tank more bearable. Oh my god. Why, dude? Come on. Oh, dude, I just realized I'm speed tied. But still, that shouldn't be mattering when double team just literally just doesn't work. Quick Claw, if there's a speed tie, Quick Claw gives you a 70% chance of going first. Oh, I shouldn't have done that yet. Oh my god. I deposit that egg so I don't have to worry about it hatching. Actually, was it worth doing that? See ya, Snowy. I don't think it was worth doing that because I don't think I need to catch more HM users. Geodude, Psyduck, Starly, but yeah, I did not need to deposit that egg. I could have just held on to the Turtwig, it's just the problem is Cynthia will not let you progress until you accept the egg. So I honestly should have just left it, just to prevent the whole saving a lot of data thing. The awkward navigation, true. I've gotten pretty good at the cycling road navigation, I just slightly messed it up. When you're going right, you want to go right until you're at the halfway spot, and then go down. But I went down too early. Oh, the PC navigation. Yeah, that's annoying too. Dude. Hey guys, look at this. I think I got a crit. Okay. Yeah, this is grass right here where you could find a barrel. This is the wrong way. Wait, no, I want a tract. Hey, there it is. I totally needed to use that. I am going to want money, too. Because I may end up... Actually, I won't end up needing rest, no. I originally needed rest in planning, but we're just going to use Roost. Alright, I'm going to teach Substitute now. I think get rid of Wing Attack, because having the chance to not miss is pretty useful. I mean, it only... You know what? No. I know people are going to be like, oh, what about the Foggy route? No offense, but I don't like skipping Defog. I know it's slower, but I don't like having to keep one of those moves on my set. And there's also Pokemon that can't learn those moves. Whoops. Alright, that's the circle. Whoops. I remember with Elite Four Alex's old emulator setup, it would not show the darkness in here properly, so he always had an advantage. This is why I honestly, as much as I complain about the Diamond and Pearl Fantina gym, this puzzle is freaking annoying. Because I don't want to fight those trainers. It's really hard to avoid them. Where is the... Okay. Alright, so our plan is just going to be Substitute Double Team. Literally a very broken combo. Oh, Pursuit, like I was going to switch. A self-imposed problem? True. I still have the right to complain. Okay, thankfully... I was gonna say, it feels like the AI isn't smart enough to go for Magical Leaf because of the double teams, but I think the only reason she went for it there was because I was at low HP anyway. Dude. Future Sight. Okay, seems like she is smart enough to use it. My god. It's consistent and inconsistent at the same time. Oh, nice crit. I think I should have equipped a Quick Claw. That would have been a better idea. Also, most people would think, oh, I need to use this teleporter. No, you don't. Just go in the door. That teleporter is straight up useless. If you're wondering why I deposited there, there's a mandatory double battle coming up that you can skip. And depending if you need to do training or not, like, it's just convenient not needing to withdraw them till Veilstone. uh... I just realized something. I don't think I got the amulet coin. Oh, right, because I don't need it. I don't need rest. Oh, wait, I need hidden power, though. Stupid rival. I had 6 double teams, and he hit 3 times in a row. Alright, who can hit first? Dude. Okay, I will admit, I should have kept Aerialace. That was kind of a short-sighted mishap. I was just thinking of the foggy route. I wasn't thinking of this fight. See, I just need a crit. Easy. Oh yeah, we do need vitamins too, so yeah, I gotta go get back. I gotta go get that amulet coin back. Or the next time, true. I mean, I can just get the TM for Aerialace before I fight him again, so I'll just get that. Oh. I should have thought of that better. Whoops. Oh my god. You know what's funny? Diamond and Pearl didn't have those teleporters. Alright, so yeah, let's just fight most people. Starly giving you hell? It's more just Double Team giving me hell, yeah. I mean, Starly in the early games are really good Pokemon, but just the problem is it's a Starly. Alright, I know there's a protein up there that I can sell, but it's very hard to get. Come on. There we go. Calcium. I can get that to sell. It's a very valuable item, but it's so hard to get. Even on 1-time speed, it's hard. Oh my god. Dude. I am planning HM users horribly. I think depositing them just to avoid that double battle was worth it, though, because those twins have a Bonsly. I'll just withdraw them now. Alright, so if I recall correctly, with our plan for Steelwing, we want to hold on to it for Bertha, right? Yeah, we were going to teach over something else for it and then reteach another move. Yeah, we're holding on to it. I am amazed, honestly, that I've actually memorized this route. Alright, better save here. This guy's team is awful. Okay, I need to put return in slot 1 now. Oh my dude. I don't really know how much money these guys give, but I need as much money as possible for proteins. I'm actually going to sell the PP ups too. You know, in Diamond and Pearl, that Hyper Potion's actually a guard spec. Ooh, that Kadabra has Miracle Eye. Sorry, that move is banned. Miracle Eye is too overpowered. We can't use that move to level 100. I mean, don't question me. I just follow Scott's rules. Alright, I know there was a... Oh, Ultra Ball. Okay. I don't think Scott has a level 100 provision. I mean, I banned the TM for Double Team to level 100. I will say, though, I actually would not ban the TM for Double Team if it was an exclusive move. Like if it was, like, Swords Dance, for example. Maybe, like, 15% of the entire Pokedex gets Swords Dance. If something like 10% of the entire dex gets the Double Team TM, then only select Pokemon learn it, you know? It wouldn't be on every frickin' Pokemon. And Starly's doing a lot better than Bidoof, that's for sure. I don't think Scott has level 100 provision for Miracle Eye. He said in a stream once Miracle Eye is banned to level 100. You know, it'd be really funny if he stuck with the meme, and next time he did a Psychic type, he banned Miracle Eye. That'd be hilarious. You said no spoilers? Oh, I mean, I didn't really reveal much. Like, we all know Bidoof's rough. I mean, I didn't give any times. But yeah, I'll try to watch myself. I mean, what, did y'all think Bidoof was going to get like a top tier placement in the tier list or something? Wrong one. He was joking? I don't think he was joking. I mean, Scott doesn't seem like the kind of guy to joke. He's a pretty serious person. Alright, at least Maylene's gym should give decent attack EVs. I'm not going to worry about buying proteins right now. I do not have many attack EVs. I really should heal at the center, though. I hardly have any wing attacks. I'd be offended if it wasn't. What I meant by no Bidoof spoilers was like, it's not on the leaderboard. So like, I won't accidentally spoil like its final result time or something. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you its resets at that point. I didn't tell you what time it was at. But I'll try to watch my mouth a little. It's a shame Meta-type gives special attack, though. What does Krogunk give? Oh, it gives attack as well. Nice. No Miracle Life for Sigilyph. Got it. Not that it matters because it gets Gust. True. It'll be hilarious when Scott has to play Musharna or Cofagrigus. I think when Shadow Stitch does those runs, I'll watch. I like that people do Gen 5 runs. Okay, after this Maylene fight, I need to put Return in slot 1. Actually, not after Maylene, after the Ghost Girl. There's a girl south of this city that uses Ghost types. Once I beat her, there's no other trainers with Ghost types until Candace's gym. D1 has a Cofagrigus run coming out sometime. Oh my god. Do you guys know if I saved? I don't think I did. I better just take a blackout. Did I at least beat the Machoke? Because at least I'll get some attack EVs out of this. Okay, I did. Yeah, I don't think I saved either. Alright, hopefully this one double team carries me. I didn't think so. I mean, there's not really a better... Oh, I guess I could have equipped a Quick Claw. Yeah, I better just equip a Quick Claw. I mean, if 35 isn't enough, I'll have to do training towards Pastoria. Okay, there's my insurance. Hey, a quick claw. 2? Oh wait, no, that didn't matter. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Nice. Hey, I got some decent attack EVs in this gym. So now I only need to buy 7 proteins instead of 9. Alright, I better go buy some protein. Hold on to that Everstone. Alright. I don't think I need pluck. Get rid of it. Okay, so I need 7 proteins and 2 carbos. Well, I guess I should get repels. These aren't repels. Arguably the hardest gym leader. I don't really know who the hardest gym leader is in Platinum. I think it literally depends on the Pokemon. If I had to say on average... I would say on average it's Wake, yeah. Maylene's definitely a contender, but I often argue that Fantina is actually tougher, because Substitute doesn't really make her free, because her Magius hits really hard. You just have to hope the AI is stupid, but I'm pretty sure the AI is smarter in this game. Candace will be the hardest? I highly doubt it. Her Frost-Slash and Abomasnow will be one-shots with Fly, I'm pretty sure. Candace is not really that good of a gym leader. She's only good if you let her be good. Okay. So long wing attack, hello Fly. Volkner, obviously. Really? I just got a 5% miss. Great. Great start. You know, if I need to Versus Secret train against someone for experience, the Pokemaniac with the Raybird. Do I need this? I think I do, yes. Get rid of, wait. I don't think I need this right now. I would like a track for Wake. I can always get a hard scale. But anyway, this Pokefan right here, or collector, this guy has a team of 6 predominantly grass types. What EVs does this guy give? Does this guy give attack? Oh yeah, there's a Krogunk right there. I gained 3 attack EVs in that fight. He might be good to rematch for attack EVs. That might have been where the other attack EVs came from. You know, I like how the type updates, but not the image. Yeah, Carnivine's a really terrible Pokemon. Carnivine needs an evolution, kind of like Tropius. What I miss? A lot. No, don't heal. Dude, I hate Tropius as a Pokemon. It literally suffers from the Hoenn Special. And for those wondering what the Hoenn Special is, it's the phenomena that for some reason, a lot of the new Pokemon introduced in Hoenn have base stat totals below 500. Like, for being fully evolved as well, they just have terrible stats. Wishcash, Camerupt, Sharpedo, Absol. Like, very awful stats. When you compare some Hoenn species to, like, other regions, they really are lackluster. Just in case. Johto's even worse in that regard. That's a good point, but at least in the Johto games, you had access to the Kanto decks. You mean Pokemon that were totally introduced in Gen 3? Alright, I'm definitely going to want to do all the training on Route 212. Let's go get... Oh no, there's no rare candy in that water. That's Diamond and Pearl. And I'll definitely use some more money to buy up on Carbos. The Hoenn Special is about being bad mixed attackers. That's another definite... Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, the Hoenn Special isn't just one thing. It's also the very bad stats. Which, that sorta has to do with it. Like, the bad mixed attackers, like Absol, Stab moves being special but has higher physical attack. Kind of a similar thing to what I'm saying. Oh, Fisherman Josh here gives good attack EVs. Hold on. Weren't you the person who preferred Pokemon over fishing? Okay, just 2 attack EVs. But I think someone around here has Gyarados. You know, fun fact, this collector right here is the only way to register Umbreon and Espeon in your Pokedex. Unless you evolve it from an EV yourself. Dude, I've hated Wiglet so much. It looks like a tapeworm. Ooh, Quackhay. Everybody say hi to Quagsire. Shadow. Lost KO, I know you're listening. We gotta show some respect to Quagsire. What if they had introduced fairies in Gen 5? Hydreigon would never have been powerful. I can't, I'm too poor. I do wish, though, that, I know it's a thing on Twitch as well, but I honestly think that emotes should be free for everybody who watches. Like, I think at a minimum you should be a follower or subscriber, but I never liked the thought of having emotes behind a paywall, but YouTube doesn't give the option for free emotes, so I can't really control that. But if it were up to me, I would have made all the emotes free. Because I would love it if everyone watching could just, spam Quackhay. You know what? I can. Alright, anyone who gets gifted a membership, Gym Leader Matt, you just been ousted. I don't think any of those are active chatters. You know what? I get 10 free gift memberships a month. Let me try that again. Really, everybody except the active chatters. Well, sorry, people. But those of you who got a free gift membership, you're welcome. The luck is against me. I'm sorry. It just gave it to everybody but the active viewers. I'm pretty sure the gifted memberships can only be gifted to like, current viewers. Actually, Smash, I do also recall you have to enable some sort of permission for the ability to people to gift you memberships. So I guess you want to make sure you have that turned on. Beer strats. Dude, I have $88,000. But yeah, I almost never give out the free memberships like that. Because if I did it all the time, then some people would just think, I don't have to pay. I'll just wait for Speed to give a free one. I do it. I think that's the second time I've ever done it. I only do it for special occasions. I do really like it, though, when someone just get ousted as a lurker just from being gifted a membership. It's pretty funny. Next month, if you do it, I might get lucky getting a free membership. I'm not going to do it every month. And now I see why you rarely do it. That is a thing with YouTube specifically I'm still upset about. You should have the ability to gift a membership to a specific person. Kind of like how you can on Twitch. But YouTube doesn't have that feature, which is kind of dumb. You can't even add people on mobile. You know what's funny about that, Shadow? Besides very rare online expensive purchases, my bank has thought my card was stolen before. When I would go to Walmart, because I never go to Walmart. Twitch is not killing YouTube. It's more the opposite. Twitch has been dying for a while. And a blackout. Yeah, Twitch has been dying for a while. Like, why do you think most people multi-stream nowadays? Like, for the longest time, Twitch actually banned it. Like, they did not allow multi-streaming, but they allow it now. YouTube in general just has things that just Twitch doesn't have. Plus, the ads on Twitch are a lot worse than YouTube ads. I mean, it hasn't gone that far. I mean, it's not like Twitch is going to just completely collapse. All I'm just saying is, I think more and more people, when they start streaming, are going over to YouTube. Because why have a separate Twitch and YouTube channel growing separately when you can just have everything on the one channel? Because the other main advantage with YouTube streaming is you have the ability to rewind the stream as it's streaming. Twitch does not let you do that. Okay, so I think I would like attract in the place of substitute. Yeah, I just restream. Shadow trait is the female Shadow. Shadow Stitch is a male. He's the one who does the Gen 5 videos. Okay. So attract and double team strats. Hey, John. Yeah, John, the overlay's working again. Scott was able to make me a little band-aid fix for the mapper. It still spits out errors, but it doesn't unload the mapper, and that's the big thing. I wonder if I should just... Yeah, I should probably just use attract on everybody. Ow. This is gonna take a while. I mean, I don't think more levels is gonna make a difference. We just need luck. How's it going? Most of my resets are double team luck. That's essentially all it is. I mean, this time I'm using attract and double team. Dude, quit critting. I think Gyarados has become a bit of a sadomasochist. I don't know what that word is. Are you talking about Kyogre? Yeah, I did see it, John. No, John, I don't want your notes. I'm good. I prefer planning runs on streams. I don't really like pre-planning runs anymore. I think planning them on streams is not only more fun, but it allows other people to give insights. Like, Axu used to pre-plan runs for me in 2025. I told him he doesn't need to do that anymore. I'll ask him for help with some projects, depending on what they are, but he doesn't need to make me notes anymore. Man, I got a haircut today and my neck is itchy. Bruh. Okay. Now we can start attacking. Alright, I'm gonna attract this too. Okay, that was tense. Oh boy. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we need a minimum of 200 attack EVs for the end game. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Veilstone. I'm going to go do it right now, actually. I'm going to go buy 1 Carbos. I'll go ahead and use it. I'm going to save the rest of the money for... Actually, let's see if I can afford Hidden Power right now. I don't think I can. No, not even close. $10:30 game time. Oh, John, I'm quite confident I can beat your time. And then, as I'm chasing this Galactic Grunt, I'm going to use the Versus Seeker to rematch a Swimmer with 3 Gyarados. And then as soon as I get Hidden Power, I'll teach it in the place of Attract. Oh, right, I don't have Surf yet. $212 what? What are you talking about, John? You asking if that's going to be my real time? I don't know. Like, I've noticed, like, 235 is, like, a really good time. I think sub 220 would be God tier. I don't think Kyogre is going to get to sub 220 in my first playthrough. So I think there's going to be some sort of incident that happens. Whoops. Man, if these two weren't a double battle, this would be very good XP. Whoops, I didn't go right enough. Okay, at least this guy gives attack EVs. HP Poison or HP Ice? I mean, John did say that Kyogre really does not need EV training at all. Just buy vitamins. That's pretty much all you need. So we could go Hidden Power Ice. Hey, John, what Hidden Power did you go with? Your time was a 219. Oh, really? That's impressive. Oh, so you went perfect stats. Okay. What was your plan for Lurantis? Nice. You use Scald. Scald with the rain is just that powerful? Did you get a burn, John? Do you remember how much it did? 2 Scalds killed it with Mystic Water. I mean, John, what level were you? Did you do close to minimum battles? I'm assuming so, right? Honestly, the fact it brings rain is really going to slow down some fights. Question, the rain with drought or drizzle can go away, right? Does Kyogre's rain go away after 5 turns? That was unlucky. 5 turns, it goes away. Oh, okay. You know what's funny? If I were to allow Mega Evolutions or stuff like that in my runs, I could theoretically buy the blue orb, which would be pretty funny. Might want to keep the damp rock for Olivia. I've never thought of that. Because we get the rain for free. Huh, that's a good idea. I've never thought of that. See, this is why I like planning things during the stream. Timid is a good nature for it. Rain privileges. Alright, let's go get some attack EVs. Hold on, let me get the heart scale. That's not the heart scale. There it is. Alright, so let's find where the swimmer is. Yeah, for Sun and Moon, plus speed natures have to be your default nature. The games are just way too fast. Oh, that's hilarious that Drought actually gives Olivia an advantage, even if it is a slight one. Alright, where is this guy? I'm guessing he's up there. Oh, nice, so he's near land, too. Oh no, this isn't him. This guy's good for special attack training. Scald, Ice Beam, Thunder, Calm Mind. John, I would essentially use that moveset the entire game. Hey, back. You cannot, sadly. At what point would you need to teach over something? Dang, where is that swimmer? Origin Pulse? Good point. Is it this guy? Okay, this is the guy. Oh, dude, I wish I had substitute still. Oh my gosh. Thing is, I don't want a blackout train to this guy, because it is very doable to just use the Versus Seeker on that island. I might have to actually save before each attempt. If only there was a special move I could use. I mean, Hidden Power Ground's not really going to help. Are you sure Hidden Power Ice wouldn't be a good idea? Oh. Okay, thankfully you're an idiot. Oh man, you've got to be kidding me. I don't have enough healing items. Yeah, I'm pretty confident you can use the Versus Seeker on swimmers. Wait, what? Come on, I'll give it one more try. Okay, you can. That actually really scared me for a sec. Okay, I need to go buy some potions. But at least I get 6 attack EVs every time I beat him, so I shouldn't need to fight him that many times. I better buy some extra repels while I'm here. Yeah, true, I do need the levels for Byron. How many levels do you guys think I need? Do you think it'll be worth it just maxing out my attack? Because this is very good training. And granted, having substitute would make this a little easier. But granted, attract works fine too. Alright, at least once I get to 53, it should be a guaranteed 2-shot on the second Gyarados. Brave Bird is a 15-16 range. That is true. I remember we were looking over and it was a range. But if we need the training for Byron anyway... Oh, Smash, do you want to do ranges with Hidden Power Ground on Byron? Just assume, like, my current special attack EVs. I guess start at level 50? Like, what do ranges look like for Byron? Level 53 Hidden Power Ground versus Bastiodon, guarantee 2-shot. So 53 is essentially the bare minimum. You're at not your computer? Oh, okay. That's fine. Thank you, though. Can you imagine if you couldn't use the Versus Seeker on swimmers? I remember yesterday someone was telling me that the Versus Seeker didn't work. A 3-hit KO due to the berry, by the way. Okay, yeah, so 53 is not enough then. Got it. That was you who said it? Ah, okay. It's actually really convenient when you Versus Seeker this swimmer, and once you beat him, he stops moving. It's really convenient. So for the Lurantis, for Kyogre with the Wave Incense or the Mystic Water, it does 54 to 64. Hidden Power Ice with Expert Belt to 74 to 87, so 2-shot regardless. So are you saying like Scald's okay, what is the effective power of Scald with Rain Dance and same type attack bonus? What is that number? Because Scald is 80. I know Stab is 120. And I think Rain's 50%, right? So what would that be? 180 power? And even if it was resisted, it'd be 90 power. I did save during this training, yes. Well, I just lost a level. Hey, I'm stupid. Level 53 Hidden Power versus Steelix. 2.7% chance to 2-hit. Scald is 243. How is it 243? What are you calculating? Okay, wait, so you're calculating 80 power with same type attack bonus, with the rain, and the wave incense? John, there's no way that's 243. I think you need to redo your math. Because 80 with stab is 120. And then rain is a 50% boost, so that's 180. 216, that sounds better. Yeah, that sounds better. So 216. So 216 divided by 2, that's 108. So a resisted Scald is 108, but a super effective Hidden Power is 120, if it's Hidden Power Ice. So technically on the grass types, Hidden Power Ice is only like 12 base power stronger. But then again, at the same time, it's basically 0 effort to get Hidden Power Ice. Okay, John, here's what you're doing wrong. Scald is not 90 power. What do you mean 125% of the rain? Rain is a 50% boost. Guys, Scald is 80 power, Stab is 1.5, and Rain is a 50% boost. Not 125. Yes, John, it's 80. Dude, you run Sun and Moon. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Are you sure there's no potential uses for hidden power? Like, not even of any typing? Like, John, where was Kyogre's biggest struggle point? Or were they all player-induced error? Mostly player or bad luck? Really, is that it? Okay. Mimikyu was the hardest? Hmm. Even then, it doesn't sound that bad, because you did just admit you only had 4 resets. Well, yeah, John, Hidden Power Steel wouldn't help at all, because the Mimikyu is not resisted by water. For Mimikyu, you get Bulldoze, then Waterium Z. Hmm. Alrighty. Sounds good. I do look forward to the fact we'll actually get an easy moon run this week. And then when that Kyogre run is done, I gotta do Shadow's requested run of Mewtwo. You know what's funny about versus seekering the swimmers for money? The swimmer trainer class has some of the lowest base money values. Like, they hardly give money. Level 55 Starly Hidden Power Ground versus Steelix, 47% chance to 2-hit. So yeah, all this training is definitely necessary. Hey, at least I can 2-shot the second Gyarados even with 3 Intimidates. I think the reason he was suggesting a Z Crystal is so you can use Bulldoze to break the disguise, and then you get 1 speed drop, and the speed drop should allow you to outspeed it. That's the reason he was suggesting it. Which I agree with. I think that's a good idea. Unless you can prove 1 Bulldoze and a Mystic Water is enough. Like, if you know for a fact that a Mystic Water will be enough after the Bulldoze, then yes, I would say it's not needed. You know, the one disadvantage of fighting the swimmer, it's a pain in the butt to get back to a healing spot. Scald one-shots Mimikyu. Oh, so, John, is that with the Mystic Water? Okay, so yeah, in that case, you don't need the Z move. My strat is at level 33. I think we'll just see what level we're at. Oh, fun fact, Twister can still hit you in the air. I think it bypasses accuracy checks like Thunder. It does have double the power, but like that matters. I know I didn't save. I need to heal anyway, so just black out. See ya, John. $205 attack EVs. We're doing good. It is definitely slow having to save every time. Okay, the Versus Seeker in this game, I swear the odds are lower than in Fire Red. With Solgaleo, you were only level 32, so level 36 would require a notable amount of grinding. You make a good point, N1. Yeah, we'll see what level we're at when we get there. Does anyone notice that when the trainer animation plays, there's like a black box on the game? That's just me. Nice crit. Level 25 Florantis should indeed mean 33 to 34 for Mimikyu, as you were only level 23 with Solgaleo. Yeah, I think John... Oh, I know why John was a higher level. I know why. He allows, what's it called? He allows that little Pokemon and Me thing for Gen 7 where you can give your Pokemon Pokebeans. and get him to an affection level of level 2, which gives him a 20% XP boost. He allows that. I do not allow that. Not because I don't think I think it's broken or something, but I think it's an interesting gameplay mechanic that trainer boosted experience is just gone. And just the fact that you can just give every single Pokemon in the game a permanent 20% boost with no downside. I don't know, I just don't like that. I think it would make each run kind of boring. I mean, yes, there are things called Lucky Eggs, but Lucky Eggs do come at a cost. It costs your held item slot. And in Sun and Moon, a held item slot is very important. I've actually quit using the amulet coin in most of my runs because of it. Because it ended up just hogging the item slot. You don't, like, get the boost for free. Oh, you've got to be kidding. I needed to heal anyway, just blackout. Yeah, I can definitely see with some Pokemon, like if I ever do a Pokemon again that needs a good amount of attack EVs, fighting that guy would be a lot faster. Yeah, there's no Lucky Egg. I originally thought you could get one from a wild Pelipper, but that's only in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and even then it's only a 5% chance. I think you're fine, you have enough attack. Yeah, you're probably right. One more, though. One more fight. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Let's get the rest of the candies. Swimmers don't have their wallets? Then how are they giving me pocket change? Where are their pockets? I don't want to know. There's a swimmer in Black 2 White 2 who answers that. Actually, in Black and White 1, that NPC has similar dialogue, but it's not completely the same. I fought that trainer a couple of times because there were some Black and White runs where I actually either A, needed Thunderbolt, or B, I needed Waterfall to get a rare candy. Basically, it was whenever I ran first stage Pokemon that needed like mid 70s and I was in the like medium fast group. Or I was in the slow group. I think slow group bonds that need like mid 70s for N and Getsus have to get that rare candy. I mean, does Garbodor not learn Thunder? Oh, hidden power. I'll get strength first. Do I have enough money? Oh, I don't. There it is. Alright, I need 10,000 more dollars. Alright, I need like 4 grand. I know the XP yields aren't the best, but I just need like 4,000 more dollars. Does this guy give enough money? Actually, I don't think I got the dig TM either. Hold on, am I at my vitamin threshold? I am. Do you guys happen to know where I could get some, EV reducing berries? I'm full. Like Pomeg berry, Qualot berry, the one for special defense, Ondu berry. Oh, I already got the coin case. Omeg on Route 214. Okay. Alright, I need TM 10 hidden power. I need to teach this in the place of attract. Oh, Pomeg berry. I hate this game. Well, rip. I might need an extra level or 2 for speed reasons, but... Dude, what am I doing? I'll just have to deal with it. Ondu in Route 221. Which route is that? What route is that? Isn't that one of the routes south of Sanjum Town? Hal Park. Okay, I thought so. Dude, that's so out of the way. I mean, we don't need maxed out attack EVs, but we did need a bit more speed than this. I think I just got to make up for it with levels. Because my minimum level for Cynthia is level 85. I could just get like level 88. I mean, I did do a bunch of Gyarados training. I mean, for now, I'm not going to worry about it. I hate Bonsly. And Bronzor. I hate Bronzor. Dude. Oh. You know, in Scott's black and white videos, he listened to us fans. He quit using that generic Team Plasma theme for Getsus. I mean, he didn't use Getsus's black and white theme because he hates it, but he did use the black 2 white 2 version, which is a compromise I'm willing to accept. Better than the generic theme you'd hear like 200 times. I don't know. Oh my. Oh. Dang, Starly. Come on, please win on 1 HP. Be a champ. Oh, wow, that is incredible. I don't know why so many people say that Black 2 White 2 is the better theme. I think it fits him in the sequels because he's gone even crazier. But I still like his original theme the best. It's supposed to be meant like a sinister foe that you're scared to face. But like this theme is just where he goes crazier. Like it still has that same feeling, and he's like even more insane. But I think the build-up of Getsus as a villain leader was really good in Black and White. I'll give Shadow Stitch credit to that one. Like when he argues about the story. I think Getsus' story in the original games is a lot better than the sequels. Because in the sequels, Getsus was never really seen. He was only really seen at the last minute. I'm just going to ignore the Eevee reducing berries for now. Isn't the Master's theme based on Black 2 and White 2? But then again, I don't think this theme sucks. I like it a lot. I just like the original one better. Well, I'm confused. I hate this game. Nice one shot. So yeah, looky here. If I used all of my rare candies right now, including the ones I haven't gotten yet, I will be just about at the minimum level required. Do any of you guys know if Scott uses the bike in Platinum? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not sure he does either. I know he still never uses the bike in Gen 2. Just running shoes. Yes, I think Scott needs to be... I think he needs to stop being scared of the bike. Like, he's just worried that, like, he'll be bad at first, then get good later, then all his times are going to get screwed up on the leaderboards, but in my opinion, your times will get screwed up anyway just from getting better at the game, you know? Yep. I was scared. I hate this. Man. This is why I named it torture. I have to say the word I hate this like every 2 minutes. The irony. Whoops. What does anticipation even do? Like, its anticipation made it shudder. Lucian Carp percent run when? Never. I will never run Magikarp. The closest I will ever go is doing like a modern Magikarp backport in red and blue, where I do a Magikarp that has a Hydro Pump and Bounce. It tells you when the opponent has super effective moves on you. Wow, that is extremely stupid. Yeah, that's an extremely stupid ability. No, not Gen 2. I'm not even gonna bother with Double Team. Because if she sends out Frostlass second and sets or Abomasnow second, Blizzard will bypass accuracy checks. Okay, question. Am I gonna outspeed the Frost? Oh. I think it's time I use some candies. I think just to 65 should do. crit anyway. I hate this game. Alright, at least Blizzard can't hit you in the sky. Hey, remember when Shadow was saying Candace would be hard? Unimproved to tell the opponent has X move, which you might have noticed from Bianca's blob. Musharna has anticipation? You sure about that? So if the Krogunk had in the modern anticipation, it would say like it detected fly or something. My bad, Mona has forewarn, a better version of anticipation. Okay, so that warns about a specific move. Still a time waste? True. I might need this rare candy. This rare candy here requires 1 trainer and 1 spinner. It's a very out of the way candy, but I think I might need it with Starly. Especially since I am lacking in the attack EV and speed EV department. Just a little bit. Not lacking in attack, only speed. Yeah, that's a good point. It's speed I'm lacking. I mean, the Togekiss is still a range to one-shot at this amount of speed EVs. It's just going to be less favorable. Yeah, Love Lady 8 will be good enough for sure. But yeah, once Starly is at this point in the game, it just ends up being really good, but I know things are going to get a lot worse once we get to the league. Because we just... Well, we'll have Roost by that point. You may be wondering why haven't we taught it yet? We need to save it because we're holding on to Hidden Power ground right now. It's too late for that protein. Dude, I hate how late that protein is. If that protein could have just been, like, outside the hideout, it'd be so useful. It's kind of like in Crystal, you can actually find a Carbos in Mount Silver. Nice, I actually outsped that thing. Honchcrow's pretty slow. Oh my god, critical hit. Yeah, this would be a lot worse than Diamond and Pearl. If this was Diamond and Pearl, instead of Lucian having the fastest Pokemon at 156, the fastest Pokemon would be Garchomp at 176. You would essentially just really need double team luck to work your way there. Plus Flint would be a nightmare. Flint, you might honestly want to hold on to Hidden Power Ground up to him. I would have made you fight a random after being asleep in their beds. Hey, it's the napping area. There's a sign. There's a sign that says napping area. Make sure no one is in the bed before hopping in. What do you think those grunts have been doing? Shades of black and white, Cynthia. Oh my gosh, man. I'm just like, man, I'm over leveled. I can just rush. Do you guys think it's worth getting rid of Hidden Power Ground right now? I honestly think it is. Why you needed the second Starly? Don't ask questions. I just didn't know if there would be a point where I needed to unlearn Fly. And if I ever needed to unlearn it, I'd have a backup. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to hold on to Hidden Power Ground anymore. Like, I'm trying to think. I literally can't think of a reason. It might be a good idea to just teach Roost. It'll be helpful for Cyrus anyway. Honestly, I think I can skip that rare candy to the left. Or to the right. I think I can just skip it. Oh yeah, the upcoming double battle too. You know what? Yeah, I'm getting get rid of it. Actually, wait. I need Steel Wing for Bertha. If I want Roost now, I'd have to delete Return and get... No, I can't teach it right now. I could teach it if I had my second copy of Return, which I don't. Honestly, I think I'll just use the candies before Cyrus anyway. Honestly, I'll just use them now. Perfect timing for that. Yeah, this will get me to level 79. And there's 3 more candies in the Victory Road area alone. One in the water route, and one and 2 of them inside the cave. You know, guys, I might actually get the under. The soundtrack, you mean? Yeah, the soundtrack. As soon as I entered the Spear Pillar, I played Dialga and Palkia's theme. I think this is the BDSP version. What? Oh, that was the other Starly. Yeah, this is the BDSP version. I'm just going to use a double team. I'll just use some more double teams. Okay, now I'm just going to use Fly again. Hey guys, look, I evolved. That's totally... Oh. The illusion is ruined. Honestly, the Distortion World's probably one of my least favorite parts about Platinum runs. There's nothing eventful to it, and it's just there to waste your time. It's a cool concept. Oh, don't get me wrong, it is. But in terms of repeated playthroughs, this place adds nothing of interest. It's kind of funny how this is your way of using waterfall without waterfall. You know, one time I accidentally pushed Azelf's boulder in the wrong hole, and I had to do all that stuff again. Which, you have to intentionally do that, because Azelf's hole is right next to the boulder. You have to intentionally do that. It suffers from the same issue as the Opaloosid City. Oh, you mean like the gym? Oh, dude. Awesome. I didn't want to use any double teams because it's very risky to set up double team on the Houndoom. I mean, if you had a Rossberry, it'd be fine. Like, I think this thing can just get away with, no double teams. Dude, look how much return did. That's after an Intimidate, too. Uh-oh. The last... Who's the last? Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. I need the Quick Claw. Alright, I think just 2 double teams should do. Okay, it very much annoys me that that Honchkro's not a one-shot. I wish you got the Silk Scarf. True. Quick Claw. Told you didn't need it. The N1, you were doubting me. But honestly, if I was level 80, that Honchkrow would probably be a guaranteed one-shot. Or maybe if I looked at my EVs better. But to be fair, I really didn't mess up my EV spread. It's just, the problem is, the different trainer teams in Sinnoh give a huge variety of EVs. Why do you think I have 50 HP and 66 special attack? Mostly special attack for some reason. I think it's all the Psyducks and Golducks. You know, one of these fishermen down here has like 4 Gyarados on his team. Very good guy to reverse the Secret Rematch, but I've ended up learning that the best way to train is to actually blackout train on the rival in the league. Because you're literally 5 steps away from the center. Oh yeah, I don't think I should have to worry too much about speed. And the Badoo family also give a lot of special attack as well. Unless you pick the Piplup, the rival will give you a lot of special attack. Well, yeah, you're right, you're right. Dang it. I hate this kid. Why can't this kid have like 4 Raichu, like 2 Raichus and 2 Pikachus? At least he'd be worth it, you know? I also do hate how, this is kind of a similar thing with Byron and Volkner's gym. They're really the only gyms that have this problem, and I guess Crasher Wake to some extent. Not really Crasher Wake, but Byron and Volkner, there's almost no optional trainers in here. You have to fight almost everyone in the gym. I hate those kinds of gyms. It's kind of like the Opelucid City gym in Black and White. It's actually my least favorite gym in the entire series. Like, even in a casual playthrough, like, you have to go through a long maze that's all straight lines. There's no, like, diverging off the main path. There's, like, 12 trainers. And if you need to heal, it's a really long time to go backtrack. Like, I don't know. It's just, might just be me, but I just don't like it. The Black 2 White 2 one improves on it a lot. Makes it a lot easier to leave. I'm gonna get some full restores. Whoops. Whoops. Oh boy, a guy with a single Gyarados. Fun fact, if you do not enter that center, you cannot fly back to Victory Road. You have to enter it. Unlike a city. So you're saying I'd be speed tying at 85. That's fine though, because I just got 1 rare candy. There's 2 more rare candies I can get. So if I were to use them now, after leveling up, I'd be 85. Like, I'm obviously going to get to that level. It's not worth worrying about. Okay, so it was the right decision to keep Hidden Power ground. That's good. Man, this would be so much harder in Diamond and Pearl, not just because of Flint's Steelix, but also because of the fact that there are less rare candies. That's the one thing that I find interesting about Diamond and Pearl runs, is just the bad AI, the different Elite Four teams and speed stats, and less rare candies. There's only like 12 rare candies, I think. While Platinum's got like 20. Outspeeding the Zam most likely isn't necessary, but it'll be a good benefit. I might be able to skip the final rare candy in here, because it is a little bit out of the way. You know what? I'll skip it. I don't know, though, because Brave Bird is going to be a range to kill. What has been your hardest Platinum solo run? I'm still sticking to Bonsai. That thing needed to max out its EVs before the first gym. Because I needed one stat to be at least 252, and another stat to be at least 200. I mean, Bastiodon sucked, but I think it sucked for different reasons. It had to rely a lot on non-accurate special moves like Thunder and Fire Blast. But I'm still saying Bonsai. And despite, like, you guys will see how difficult Bidoof was, I still think Bonsai was harder. Don't forget the sky plate. Thank you. I also need to remember to... Wait a minute. How am I going to have Brave Bird and Roost? Let's see. I have to keep Return. I have to keep Double Team. I think I have to just delete Fly. Yeah, I need to delete Fly. A N1, or a, not N1. Yeah, it was N1. Yeah, whoever asked about why I needed the extra Starly, this is why. Roost isn't needed if you OHKO Togekiss. It's more of a safety thing. Because the problem is, I'm going to have to two-shot most of her Pokemon. And what's the chance that I don't get attacked? Like, what if the Spiritomb attacks me too many times? So long, Fly. Served us well. Alright, I did get a heart scale, so I'm going to go get Brave Bird back. The second return TM? True, you're right. I am... Well... No, I won't. I'm not going to teach Roost until after Bertha. Because I'll teach Steel Wing over Hidden Power. So no, I don't need a second return TM. Great. Yeah, I did save. Annoying how I have to deal with Intimidate every single time I fight this guy. Honestly, Barry from Diamond and Pearl and Platinum... Well, not Diamond and Pearl. Barry from Platinum is probably one of the hardest rival fights in all of the games I solo run right now. Having Intimidate at the start of every fight is awful. I mean, it's a lot worse than the rivals Pidgeotto and Pidgeot from Fire and Leaf Green having Sand Attack. I think... Well, plus, the champion's Pidgeot's trash. It has an awful moveset. You know, I really should have grabbed the Shell Bell. Thing is, I always forget to grab it. Because I always forget the Shell Bell exists in Platinum. Because I didn't know about it until I watched one of Scott's runs. Alright, first try, Aaron. Nice. Alright, now we need Steel Wing in the place of Hidden Power. I'll just equip a Citrus Berry. Thankfully, the Wish Cache has some inaccurate moves. Fun fact, if we were in Diamond and Pearl, her lead Quagsire literally could not hit me. Alright, Sandstorm ended. That's good. Alright, Steel Wing two-shots the Golem. I don't think it's going to two-shot Rhyperior because of that Citrus Berry, but let's see. I knew it. Dang it. Yeah, Bertha's going to be a pain, but not much we can do about it. Could have gotten the second return TM. Yeah, but then the problem is I'd have to use Brave Bird on her non-rock types. Like, I don't want to be stuck with Stealing and Brave Bird. Okay, that was bullshit. But no, just the thing is, if I had Roost right now... I mean, I'm sure it might still be winnable. But the fight would be a lot sketchier. Besides, I just need her to cooperate. Dude, I had 6 double teams up and she somehow landed a Stone Edge. Okay, at least that was at high enough of health to where it didn't activate the full restore. Okay, I think Brave Bird should kill this. No, it did not. That's actually kind of surprising. There we go. Dang, 40 resets. Most of these resets were just because of double team. Alright, guess what, guys? We get Roost now. Nope. Dude, again? Stop doing that. Man, I really should have grabbed some raspberries. Then again, it's only a 30% chance of burn with Flame Body. Like, come on. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to set up some double teams here. Hello, fastest Pokemon in the game. I think that's the same speed as the champion's Alakazam in yellow. Wow, even that wasn't enough. There we go. I really don't have a good held item. Oh, Skyplate, Skyplate, Skyplate. Should have had the Skyplate for Lucian. Oh well. But yeah, this was the reason I wanted... bruh. That's ridiculous. Yeah, but yeah, this is the reason I wanted Roost. Dude, stop hitting me. Alright, one shot. Nice. Brave Bird. Okay, now I need to use some Roosts. Oh, dude, Brave Bird would have killed it. It's a range, okay. Two hours, 53 minutes, and 32 seconds. 9 blackouts and 43 resets. 80% of those resets was because of double team luck. But that's just the problem when you run double team users. But still, If we had to do Starly with Double Team by Level Up banned, I guarantee you we would have to be level 100 and use the TM for it anyway. I literally do not see a world where this thing wins without Double Team. You would have to train it to level 100. 9 hours, 19 minutes. Less bad. Honestly, yes. Like, the resets with Double Team was very annoying, but a lot of the times just it was needed. Alright, let me put this on the leaderboard. Level 88, 43 resets, real time of 2:53, 32, real time of 9 hours and 19 minutes. Alright, everyone, so if we take a look at the leaderboard, Starly gets bottom 5. It did worse than Carnivine. And you know what the funny thing is? Carnivine gets Swords Dance. It gets Swords Dance, but it has to use, like, Power Whip in return. That's like its only physical coverage. It's awful. Illumise is awful. Bulbasaur is awful. Most of those resets was just Sleep Powder growth luck, essentially. Yeah, these bottom tiers are trash. What I'm beginning to notice, first stage Pokemon really have it bad in the Sinnoh games. First stage Pokemon in Gen 5 or Gen 3 are nowhere near as bad. Platinum specifically is really rough on non-fully evolved Pokemon. Plus this guy. And look at that, Bonsai down there, Mime Jr. up here. Still, nowhere close to first place Palkia's time. Dialga was also pretty good, but there's no way it could compete with Palkia. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will not be tomorrow because I am doing something with my brother. I usually hang out with him at least once a week for the full day. But yeah, the next stream will be on Friday. We'll be doing Pokemon Moon with Kyogre. We probably don't need to plan that run. The run will probably be very fast. But anyway, I will